Hello there, how are you? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I installed my 5-frame nuke into a 10-frame Langstrom box that I purchased from Mann Lake. Now I like to, whenever I get a new batch of bees, whether it comes in just a package or if it's a 5-frame nuke or a nuke package, whatever, I like to go ahead and provide them some 1-to-1 sugar syrup. Now, some people are for-feeding, other people are not. I respect you if you are a non-feeder. I am a feeder, and that's just how I do it. Okay, the other thing that's really cool is they have these bee bags. So when you buy your nukes, you can put this bee bag over your nuke, because inevitably you'll have a few bees that figure out how to get out of there. And rather than have them flying around on the inside of your vehicle as you make your drive home, you simply put the bees inside this bee bag. Once you get here, you can just slide the bee bag off. And the nice part about it is this bag can double as a laundry bag. So for smaller things that you don't want to get tangled around other items in your wash. Also, instead of spending $15 for a big bee bag, if you're not in an area that they have those readily available, you can actually just buy a meshed laundry bag and it will work just like the name brand bee bag that you would purchase from a bee supply provider. Anyway, simply have this 10-frame deep Langstrom box out here, pulled some of the frames out. That way these 5 frames will fit in here. I topped off the 1-gallon feeder with 1-to-1 sugar water. And then that way it gives the bees a nectar source. I know we have a pollen source going on right now. Oak is big time in bloom here in Florida. So pollen's not an issue, but that 1-to-1 nectar source is in question. And by me providing them with that 1-to-1 sugar water, number one, it takes their stress level down. Number two, they can build out those frames that I have inside this box that have no foundation on them at all. It's just the plastic bee frames. I do like to run with the green frame. Those green frames are specific for the queen to make drone brood, and this time of year that is one of the things that they say happens quite a bit. The other thing is looking at varroa mites and varroa mite control. Typically when there's drone comb drawn out in your hive, studies have shown that those varroa mites will lay their eggs in that drone comb. So you can pull that drone comb out, freeze it, and that kills off varroa mites. And that's kind of like your first level of prevention against the varroa mites. Oxalic acid vaporization, in my opinion, is the second. And the third, if your climate is cool, you can use formic acid pads. And it kind of, the three of them will work together. Okay, so back to the bees. I'm going to tap these few bees out that were left in this box. And then the bees are just going to do their orientation flight, or their initial orientation flight, getting their GPS honed in on this being their new home. I purchased these red entrance openings. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, to help deter hive beetles. So on the outside for the hive beetles, I put diatomaceous earth down under the bottom of the bee area there. And then inside, On top of the frames, I put a dry Swiffer, and then at the entrance, I put this little guardian up here. That way, when the hive beetles come up and they try to crawl over it, they fall through the holes, theoretically, and it just limits how much access that they can get. You're always going to have them figure out a way to get into your hive. And so I found between the diatomaceous earths, with these entrances, and with the Swiffer, it kind of keeps your hive beetles under control. Alrighty then. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Have an absolutely wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you next time. Take care.